What's going on? It's your boy Dcentos. We back in the building. We are reviewing yet another anime, Beastars, the final season. Now, I was talking with my man's Yomo, and we was even
Mhm.
debating about doing this video. I'm gonna be keep it a stack with you. I don't remember what happened, and I'm
I
not sure
don't.
that I care.
I don't. I really don't. I think I was just watching it just to talk about it, to be honest. All I remember from this season was there was a naked seal talking about it's okay to be, you know, doing your thing. Um, that was about the energy drinks that they were spiking that caused carnivores to go crazy. Then
Yeah,
you got, Legoshi still wanted to be with the bunny girl.
yeah,
They actually had a relationship with a lion
another bunny,
with the
right?
bunny, and
Yeah,
then the lion went crazy. I think bit her.
yeah. Oh yeah, spoilers by the
Um,
way, but we don't
yeah,
care.
I mean, yeah, we're just flying through this review anyways. But
um,
that's that's pretty. And there's a villain called Melon who's like half herbivore, half
yeah.
carnivore.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There was some stuff that happened. Oh, it says go. It
yeah,
says we
and there was
run
a
out of time.
cliffhanger.
Okay. Let me see. Upgrade Zoom today. I ain't upgrading Zoom. All right. Uh, I mean, so basically, if to give you a rundown, Logoshi from last season, he got kicked out of school, whatever. So now he's living on his own. He has his own
Hmm.
apartment, and basically, he's fighting the urge to eat
Me,
herbivores because he ate old boy's leg in the last season.
yeah.
So now he's has that urge or whatever. So now he's trying to fight it. And throughout the entire season, and we have this dialogue between herbivores and carnivores and whether or not you can have a relationship. And
Hmm.
it's just I don't know if this is really parallels to humans or racism. I don't think so. Maybe not. Uh,
Can black people and white people be friends?
sure.
I don't know. That's what the show is saying. Can
Uh,
herbivores and omnivores be friends? I
I,
don't
I
know.
yeah, I mean, like maybe this is some type of parallel, right? I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you what, but I mean, I guess it's an interesting dialogue with a show featuring animals. So, you have that Legoshi's going through life. He's trying to get these questions answered, and then through that, he's trying to do better for himself. But obviously, the Lions from the last season, obviously, they lost their leader, so now they're down
Hmm.
in the dumps, and basically just new they get a new leader who's a half what deer, half lion, half
He's half gazelle, and I don't know what the other half is.
yeah. I couldn't tell you, but
Yeah.
basically, there's that. So the lions are trying to push out like this new drug called Keen. Is that the name of the drug?
Oh yeah,
Keen.
yeah, yeah. You remember?
Look, I
Okay.
remember stuff. Look at
Yeah,
that.
you
I'll
remember.
be watching shows called Keen, and Legoshi's like, oh, like what's in his Keen? Then because he has a good nose, he smells it, and then so he's trying to like he goes up to like this the hero, which is known as the Beastar. Like he's like a police officer or whatever,
Hmm.
and basically, he's trying to do detective work to find out who the uh
Person who
mastermind
did it.
is.
Mm,
Yeah, the
yeah, yeah.
mastermind and all that. And then he ends up fighting him. He ends up like he this is spoilers, but he tries to like talk no jutsu him. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
tried.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, we can talk
You
about
know
that. Was an
that
interesting ending.
that was
That was
very interesting.
interesting.
Because I forgot about that because the gazelle Melon, his name is Melon.
Yeah.
There was a scene where he goes to the tattoo shop and there's a sloth that does the tattoos for him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the sloth is he's very slow, and
Mhm.
so Melon is I guess he's a masochist in a way. So
Something like that.
he's enjoying the pain, and then somehow Legoshi was able to track him to where the tattoo shop was at, but Melon had already left.
Mhm.
And so the sloth was still running through still, I guess, talking to Melon as if he was there because he still get his thoughts out. And
Yeah.
so through that, I guess Legoshi was able to figure out like more about Melon and where
Mhm.
he was at. But I guess Melon knew that this was gonna happen and set up Legoshi, because I guess Legoshi was trying to again talk no jutsu this entire thing.
Yeah.
And Melon was like, I just do this for the fun, I
Yeah.
just I'm evil because I like being evil,
Mhm.
like I was like, I respect it,
Yeah.
You
I
might have a
respect a
big
true
motive.
hater. That's a true
Yeah,
hater.
that's a true hater.
I
That's a true
respect it.
hater. I respect it. I respect it,
Mhm.
So and that's what I remember. They tied him up. shot him, I think, and then pushed him off a cliff.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that's how it ended.
Which I was like, why do we got to go to this? I didn't understand why he did that or why he tried to like trap him. When I didn't understand that portion of it, I was like, he's just
Nah.
trying. I was like, he's just trying to talk to you. But I guess he wanted to kill him. It that part didn't make sense to me. Legoshi also learns about his ancestry. We learned
Yeah,
that his father's a Komodo
he's
dragon,
like
and
quarter wolf. No,
yeah,
no, he's like a
75%
quarter
wolf,
Komodo.
quarter Komodo.
Yeah, quarter Komodo.
Yeah,
How
so
much
we
time we got left? We also find out what's the guy with the deer. What's his name? Let me look.
uh,
His name is
hold on,
Lewis.
hold on.
Luis or Lewis. We also find out that he is he's actually in has a crush or he's in love with a wolf and
Yeah,
not the deer, that I guess his dad or someone has set up because the deer that I guess his family wanted him to marry or be with is from a prominent family. So they wanted to combine the
yeah,
two families to make them rich,
hmm,
but he wasn't really going for that, and he still kind of had, I guess, feelings for that wolf and also miss his old ties of being with the lions.
yeah. That's
So that's
true.
what I do remember
He a real
from.
street dude.
Well, yeah, he a real street dude. The streets calling him. He was like, nah,
Yeah,
and I can't live this, corporate American lifestyle. The streets are calling me.
yeah, that's facts.
Going back to the streets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot going on to this show, but I also feel like because it's animals, it's kind of hard to relate to. Uh, is that it? I mean, they're humanized, or do we just not like the show?
I think the show was interesting at first, but I think now I'm just not too
Okay.
big into it. I think it was a cool idea, especially with the
Yeah,
type of animation. I think it was cool. The animation,
yeah,
is CGI
mm,
and it's pretty good. It's really good CGI for something that comes out weekly. Um, but in terms of the show, I just feel like I don't really care as
yeah,
much,
yeah. I feel like
and
the
maybe because of the break in between the seasons is what it maybe might have caused
yeah,
it. But yeah, it's
yeah.
okay. So
Yeah. I think the novelty of the show kind of ran its course, and it's yeah,
yeah.
and like it's a cool idea, but now like we kind of continue and we're getting to deeper themes. It, it's not bad. It's not bad. I just don't care.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
bad. I
bad.
just don't care, and that's truly unfortunate. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's my fault. I am sorry to whoever's listening to this. I am sorry, but we probably disrespected your favorite show of the season. I'm sorry.
It's for the furries. It's for the furries,
First of all, we're
you
not going to
know.
disrespect no community. Hold on.
All right, yeah. We
Oh
won't
my.
disrespect. My bad, y'all.
Oh
My
my
bad.
gosh.
I'm a I'll give a dog a bone. My fault, y'all.
It was. I don't know. The season was yeah,
It was okay.
and then Haru the rabbit. She was like, "Take me to the black market," and then she
Yeah.
started running by herself. I was like,
And then got scared as well too. Like, what did you expect? You're going to the black market.
"What's
Like,
good with you?" What? That
yeah.
was
Um, it kind of reminded me. I'm sure you've heard this game. I'll wrap it up real quick, but I'm sure you heard this game called Detroit Becomes Human.
yeah.
That's what the show kind of remind me of, where it tries to be a
Mm,
little bit too fake deep, and you're like, come on now.
mm,
Like, I think we know where this is kind of going. Detroit
yeah.
Become Human, you knew it was like they said androids versus humans, but it was a racism kind of thing when it came to that.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me
you could
see.
see it was obvious.
Okay, so the show's like reaching for something that's yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that's a disconnect with the show. Maybe that's truly what it is, and it's just like,
a
bro,
little
this
bit
ain't
too fake deep. I don't
yeah,
know. Some
yeah,
shows, I think maybe the show didn't.
yeah,
Maybe it ran its course, like you said. I think it
yeah.
ran its.
Maybe that's it. But not a bad show. Unfortunately, we will probably be back here in a couple of months reviewing the second half. Maybe we'll do a better
Yeah, who
job.
knows? Who knows when that comes out? Hopefully, it is better, but who knows? So,
We'll see.
but
Uh,
yeah. Overall, if I had to rate it real quick, I would give it maybe a 7, 7. Yeah, 7.
uh, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
So
At this point, I'm watching it because I've gotten 2 to 3 seasons in. I can't stop now. I can't stop.
Yeah.
I have to complete it. So yeah.
But yeah, that's all, y'all. We running out of time. So, all right.
All right, y'all.
Have a good one. Peace.
This review is
Rush,
terrible.
but
All right.
hey, who cares?
All right.